Hi, beautiful friends. Welcome. This is a somatics practice. We're doing somatic Pilates, somatic yoga, and we're focusing on the hips and the lower back. We're going to do lots of releasing and also strengthening and re-educating so we can move into new patterns in the body with lots of somatic release and somatic exercises, but also the Pilates part of it so that the body can tap into new ways of moving that are efficient and helpful for our bodies. So be patient, but also listen to your body. I'm not using any props today, but you are welcome to modify with whatever props that you like to use. You like your blocks and blankets and bolsters and pillows. Those will come in handy. I'm Rebecca, and let's begin our journey. Let's spin around onto our back side. We're going to come onto our back and start with some gentle pelvic movements. So press your feet into the earth, knees are bent, hands down by your sides, soften through your facial structure and your shoulders. And you're going to arch through your spine so your lower back comes up off the mat. This is an anterior pelvic tilt. And then you're going to tuck your tail going into a posterior pelvic tilt. And then go back into your anterior pelvic tilt, and then tuck your tail, go into your posterior pelvic tilt. So we're going to play with adding the legs into this movement. So anterior pelvic tilt, and then you're going to reach your arms up as you go into the posterior pelvic tilt, tucking your tail under. So we're adding the arms first. Now we're going to add the legs. So anterior pelvic tilt, and then back, tuck the tail under and lift the leg. Drop the right leg, drop the arms, and arch through your lower back. Open your mouth, let out a nice sigh. Lift the left leg, tuck the tail. Inhale through your nose. Now right leg lifts. See if you can exhale through your nose. Inhale, drop the right leg. Exhale, lift the left leg. Inhale, arching. Exhale, tucking the tail under. Drop the leg down. Now continue to go at your own speed. Arms are long, friends. Feeling that nice movement through the lower back, arching in both directions. Now pausing here, bring your feet towards each other so the big toes are touching, they're side by side. You're going to gently support your legs as you begin to splay the legs open. And then gently guide them in towards each other. Again, supporting the legs, open the tissue with your hands as if you're opening up a book. And then let's exhale, pull them back towards each other. Inhale, spread them wide, externally rotating. Exhale, bring them back in towards each other. Notice any tension in the sacrum or the lower back, anything that might be surfacing. Let's do that again. Ready? Open up. And then bring them in towards each other. Okay, take your feet wide on the mat and gently start to rock both legs from one side to another, just windshield wiping the legs across your mat. Feeling that internal rotation in the hips and the external rotation. Now add a twist as you do this, so twisting and looking to your left, and twisting and looking to your right. Knees go to the right, gaze goes to the left. And change sides. Now keep them up and over towards the right. You're going to stay here. Reach your arms either overhead or you can keep them down by your side. And you're just gently going to lift that left knee up and lower it down. and lift it up and lower it down. Nice and slowly lift it up and lower it down. And lift it up and lower it down. Inhale, both legs come towards center. Exhale, both legs to your left. Twist towards your right. Really small, friends. You're just going to lift that right leg up and lower down. So in these gentle somatic movements, I encourage you to move slower and playfully with curiosity, really going inward and seeing how the body feels. If you want more or if you need less, and gently come towards center. Okay, take the right knee in and the left knee. Crisscross your legs and hold on to the tops of your feet. Then gently rock your hips over to the right, around to the left. And do that again. And then reverse it. Pausing here, let's change the cross of your legs, grabbing onto the tops of your feet. Go to the left, over to the right. Nice little massage for the sacrum. And change directions. Pause here. Let's press the feet into the earth, friends. And reach down, see if you can touch your heels. And we're going to start in a gentle bridge, and then you're going to walk your feet away, okay? So right now your ankles, your feet, the heel of your foot is underneath your knees and in line with your sits bones. Now, you're going to tuck the tail, lift up, lower back, middle back, and upper back. Move your chin slightly away from your chest. Now gently roll onto the ball of your foot and lower it down. Right side first. Now left side. Roll onto the ball of your left foot and lower it down. Gently roll onto the ball of your right foot and lower it down. Gently roll onto the ball of your left foot and lower it down. Now both feet lift the heels up. Pause, tuck the tail, lift, breathe. Soften through the face. Tuck the tail and lower the heels back down. Tuck the tail, lower upper back, middle back, and lower back all the way down into the earth. Pausing here, breathe. Nice inhale wide across the ribs. Exhale. Now you're going to tuck the tail, lift back up. Reach the arms up, fingertips are nice and wide. Then step the right foot forward and the left foot forward. Bring the right foot in and the left foot in. And do that again. Step the right foot forward and the left foot forward. So now you're moving into the gluteal muscles. And then the right foot and the left foot. And let's do that 4 more times. 4, 3, connecting to the core, 2, and 1. Pause. Left leg leads. Ready? Step, 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 step. Connect to the breath, friends. If you need to lower your hips a little bit, go ahead and do that. Strengthening through the front side and the back side of the body. Step 1 more time, left side. Step, 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 step. Tuck the tail, lower yourself down, upper back, middle back, and lower back. Pausing, bringing the soles of your feet together. Splay your knees open, support your legs. If you have props, your props can go right underneath your thighs or your knees. And just take a moment and breathe. Notice if you're holding in your jaw. See if you can unclench anything that you're holding on to, physically or mentally or spiritually. Bring the knees back up into the sky. Press your feet down. Slide your arms up nice and long, reaching through your fingertips. Now tuck the tail under and lift up again. Upper back, middle back, and lower back. Try to keep your gaze up towards the sky if you can. Now we're going to, again, keep those heels lined up with your sits bones under your knees, but you're going to step out wide with the right foot and the left foot. Stabilizing through your core. Step in and step in. A little challenging, right? Right foot, left foot, just a little wider, maybe an inch or 2 inches. Right foot, left foot back in. Okay, let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold. Left leg leads. Step, 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 step. Left, step, right. Okay, do it again. 4 more. 3 more. 2 and 1. Tuck the tail and lower yourself down. Okay, friends, moving into a happy baby. So the knees come in and towards your armpits. We're going to start here and gently rock from side to side. Stretching out the lower back and the hips. Pause, soften. Release your legs, roll over onto your right hip, and then see if you can stack your elbow right underneath your shoulder. If this is uncomfortable, you're more than welcome to come down here or here. We're going to stay up, puff up, and lengthen through that side body. Keeping the hips stacked, lift that right heel up and lower it down, and lift and lower. Lift slowly and lower. See if you can lift even a little slower and lower. Lift and lower and lift and lower. Lift it up and hold and pulse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. So imagine they're an Oreo sandwich and you're just lifting the lid up on the top leg and lowering it back down. The ankle and the knee are lifting. Lift and lower and lift and lower. Lift, cinch your waist, lift and lower. Lift and hold, pulse up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower down. Gently roll over onto your belly. Drop your forehead down, knees are wide, and windshield wipe your legs across your mat. Straighten out your legs. Wiggle your hips out gently from side to side. Keep your forehead down. Push with your left toes and roll onto the right hip. Forehead stays down. Roll towards center. Right toes push down. Roll onto your left hip. Roll towards center. Okay. Left toes down. Push. Open up. Lengthen through the lower back. Onto that right hip. Roll back towards center. Tuck the toes. Push your body over to the left side. Roll back towards center. One more time to each side. Roll over. Back towards center. Tuck the toes. Roll over. Back towards center. Now, friends, we're going to come on up to our forearms. Left leg slides forward, so your knee is in line with your hip. Puff up through the chest. Open your heart, maybe smile. Lift the left heel up and then lower it down. And lift and lower. And lift and lower. Good. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now hold it up. Push it up. Little pulses. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Now stay here, my friends. This is a little challenging. You're going to lift your heart. See if you can slide the knee up. Now, if this is really hard for you to do, put a block underneath your left foot or a pillow, okay? This can be just in your mind. You can feel the knee lifting, or it can actually lift. So we lift 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release that leg down. Drop your forehead, wiggle your hips. When you're ready, my beautiful friends, press back into a child's pose, decompressing the lower back, breathing here. Coming up onto all fours, give yourself a nice little wiggle. So imagine you're wagging your tail from side to side. Take the hips all the way to the left and all the way to the right. And now we're going to move into a diagonal. So the hips go to the right, push back, and then come forward into the left hand. Push back into the right hip, move forward into the left hand. Into that right hip, push back and over to the left. Now change sides, my friends. We're going to the left hip and over to the right. Left, right, left, and right. Now have a seat. And bring both legs over to the right side. Again, see if you can stay on the forearm, or you're welcome to modify this. This is your somatics practice, so you're listening to yourself today. Let's bend the knees, lift up nice and tall, keeping the hips stacked. Lift that right heel up and lower it down, and lift and lower. Lift slowly and lower. See if you can lift even a little slower, and lower. Lift and lower, and lift and lower. Good. Now lift it up, hold, and pulse up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Now, my friends, remember that Oreo sandwich I talked about? It might be peanut butter sandwich, whatever you like. So you're going to lift the legs up and then close them down, just like a book. Open it up and lower it down. Knee and ankle, that bottom shin lifting up and lower down. 3, 2, and 1. Now pause here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower it down. Now, friends, roll over onto your abdomen. Take a moment here. Drop your forehead down. Take your feet really, really, really wide. Straighten out your legs and wiggle your hips. So I look like a V shape on the lower body. Keep wiggling those hips. Now straighten out the left leg. Come on up onto your forearms and slide that right leg forward. Lift up through the heart. Pause here, lift the heart up. Feel that nice opening through the front side of the body. Right leg, lift the ankle up and the foot up. Ready? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pause, pulse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Now, lift the knee up. Again, this might be just in your head, so try to visualize it. Close your eyes. Knee lifts and lower, and lift, and lower, and lift, and lower. See, maybe 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Drop that right leg back. Wiggle your hips from side to side. Now, prop yourself up nice and solid with the forearms. I have a little tripod with my hands. Bend your knees and windshield wipe your legs. Drop the legs down, extending them nice and long. Take the hands into the earth. Press your hands forward and then very slowly lift up into a small, small back bend. Very, very small. Then lower yourself down. So you lower down through the chest, all the way down into your head. Slowly lift up, 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 up. Open the heart up. Neck is long. And then lower yourself back down. Now, friends, come on up onto your hands and knees. Wiggle your hips from side to side. Now, really be patient with me for the next part. So we're going to move, again, really slowly and mindfully. Round through the spine, come into a nice happy cat, and then into your cow. And maybe one more time in each direction. And pause here in neutral. And just like we did earlier, we're going to lift the right leg up and lower it down. Now the left leg lifts. So just like we moved from side to side earlier, you're doing that again. Now this time, optional, lift, kick, bend, and lower. Left leg, lift, kick, bend, and lower. Now, again, check your form. So shoulders pushing down above those wrists. Right knee lift, kick, bend, and lower. Left leg lift, kick, bend, and lower. Now, friends, lift this one, kick, hold, and flex, and point, and flex, and point, and flex, and point. For 3, for 2, for 1, hold the point and pulse up 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee and wiggle your hips out. Now let's take a nice juicy stretch before we move on to the other side. The right leg slides behind the left. You're gonna sit back into those hips, stretch forward. Come onto your knees, rock forward. And then again, knee on top of knee, left knee on top of right, sit back and reach forward and reach back. And come on forward. Now uncross the legs. We're gonna go onto the left side. So keep your hands down in towards the earth. You're gonna lift, kick, flex 6, 5, flex and point, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now pulse it up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then drop the knee down, cross it behind the right knee. Sit back into a juicy stretch. And then come on forward. And sit back into a nice yummy stretch. And come on forward. And one more time, sit back, get into those hips. And come on forward. Okay, friends, sit all the way back into a child's pose. Drop down. Roll up to sit. Crisscross your legs underneath you. We're gonna come onto our back side and just rinse out those hips. So nice gooey somatic movements here. Right foot on top of your left. Drop both knees to your left. And then gently drop the right knee towards the earth. Come back to center. Let's do that 2 more times. So the left knee goes down, then the right knee, and then come back up towards center. One more time, left knee drops, hips roll, right knee goes down, come back towards center. And release. Let's change sides, left leg on top of the right. Both knees move over to the right. Left knee comes down. Open, almost like the hip is pushing away from the side body. Come back towards center and breathe. Drop them to the right. Drop it down, open that hip. Move with curiosity. Come back up. And to the right, friends. Drop them both down. And then that left leg gently reaches away, open through the hip, creating lots of space, mobility in the hip joint, freeing up that connective tissue. Come back towards center, friends, and we're gonna move into a little final relaxation. So drop your arms down by your side, close your eyes, and if there's another pose that's calling you, then please go ahead and do that. Maybe wiggle out your fingers and your toes. Okay, just melt into the earth. Soften here, my friends. And friends, when you're ready, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Gently move over to one side into a little ball. Push yourself all the way up to sit. Sit comfortably. Pause just for a moment. Reach your skull bones back over your sits bones and just tune into the body. Feel your hips, your low back. Lift your heart up. Bring your hands to your heart and maybe tune into an intention for the rest of your day, resilience in your body, energy. Bring your hands to your third eye. Om Shanti, 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 Namaste. Namaste, my beautiful yogi friends and Pilates friends. Thank you so much for joining me in this delicious somatic journey today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested in more somatic Pilates and somatic yoga, I'll put some playlists below. And I also have a weekly calendar that you might be interested in. So check that out if you want to see more of these somatics, Pilates, somatic yoga. Type below somatic Pilates. That will be very helpful for me to know that you're interested in seeing more. Namaste, beautiful friends. I'm very excited to let you know that I now offer an exclusive membership on both YouTube and Patreon for those of you who want a little extra support on your journey.